Dear students, today we are discussing the external features of the cerebellum. This is the specimen of the cerebellum along with a part of the brainstem. That includes a part of the midbrain here, pons here, and medulla. This is another section showing the same cerebellum along with brainstem, midbrain, pons, medulla. The cerebellum lies in the posterior cranial fossa behind the brainstem. Okay, between the medulla and pons in front and cerebellum behind, there is a cavity inside called cavity of the fourth ventricle. Like cerebral hemisphere, the cerebellar hemisphere also has got two hemispheres, right and left cerebellar hemispheres. These hemispheres are connected in the middle by a structure called vermis. The vermis connects the superior as well as the inferior surface of the cerebellum. On superior surface, the vermis is continue on each side with the superior surface of the corresponding cerebellar hemispheres. But if you see the inferior, this is the superior vermis. If you see the inferior vermis, to see the inferior vermis, you have to look through a groove in the inferior surface of the cerebellar hemisphere. This is the superior surface, this is the inferior surface of the cerebellar hemisphere. In between there is a groove. This groove is called, this gap is called vallecula. If you have to look deep into this vallecula to see the inferior vermis. So superior vermis here, inferior vermis deep into this vallecula. When you look at the superior surface or the surface of the cerebellar hemisphere, you can see many fissures. Many fissures you can see on the surface of the hemispheres. In between the fissures, there is a leaf-like portion in between the fissures. These are known as folia. Folia is the leaf-like portion in between these fissures. There are mainly three important fissures you have to know. Mainly three important fissures. One is primary fissure, another is horizontal fissure, third one is posterolateral fissure. You have to look each. First one is primary fissure. Primary fissure is running across the, this is the superior surface. Primary fissure is running across the superior surface. This is the primary fissure. It runs on the superior surface. And second one is the you have to look behind, going inferiorly. You have to see there is another fissure here. Yes, this fissure is known as horizontal fissure. First one is primary fissure, second one is horizontal fissure, which separates the superior surface from the inferior surface. Superior surface from the inferior surface is separated by a fissure known as horizontal fissure. And third fissure is located inferiorly. This is the third fissure called posterolateral fissure. Posterolateral fissure. This fissure separates the rest of the cerebellar part from a small part of the cerebellum known as flocculus. This is the flocculus. The flocculus, posterolateral fissure, and the rest of the cerebellum. Anatomically, the cerebellar hemisphere is divided into three lobes. One is called anterior lobe. Anterior lobe. It is situated on the superior surface in front of the primary fissure. This is the primary fissure. In front of the primary fissure, there is the anterior lobe. And second lobe is the middle or posterior lobe. which is situated between the primary fissure. This is the primary fissure, and posterolateral fissure inferiorly. This is the posterolateral fissure. From the primary fissure to the posterolateral fissure, there lies the middle or posterior lobe. And the last lobe is flocculonodular lobe. This is the flocculus, as we said earlier. This is the flocculus, small part of the cerebellar hemisphere. Along with this flocculus, there is a connection to the flocculus. There is nodule of the vermis. As we said earlier, there is superior vermis and inferior vermis. A part of the inferior vermis deep, that is called nodule. That nodule, along with this flocculus forms the flocculonodular lobe. Next, we have to look the sagittal section of the cerebellum.